Good afternoon, my name is AngelFernandez.
One, two,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7.
8, 9.
Today I'm going to paraphrase a quote from an article called Assessment and Evaluating, which talks about how although learning courses have been around for 30 plus years and traditional learning has been around for decades, even centuries, they don't follow a fundamental instructions, which means pretty much no one follows a guideline how to teach students. So even if you take an online course and fail, it's not because of the online course itself, it might be because of the teacher that didn't do its job by giving you the right instructions they thought they needed to give you. Going on, we all take online classes obviously because we're here right now. Most of the reasons why people would take it, probably because of the complex schedules or because it was probably the last class they took. But if you know someone in the same situation as you, might as well just give them a tab, tell them take the online class, help them out, or tell them why, because you took it obviously. Going a little bit further, a little background about this topic is from a newspaper article calling online classes is actually harming students rather than helping them. It talks about how online courses is actually giving the students an easy pass, that's why most of them are taking it. They're not learning anything, it's not sticking to them. It pretty much will help them fail the academic test when they need to learn what they need to learn. It goes further into it, saying how the teachers are not even trying to teach the students, they're just putting stuff there and giving them the answers they need to know for the test. Although these opposing viewpoints against online instructions not being effective, I'm here to try to convince you otherwise that they're just as effective as traditional classes. With the 3 reasons is because it allows you to go on your own pace, which means you could go a little bit further ahead, not worry about not knowing what to do or getting left behind and not be able to catch up. The second reason will be because online classes or instructions will help the students to thrive to success, help them to succeed or achieve their goal for their career. The third reason that I'd like to talk is going to be about how why students will join into online classes, which could be because of their complex schedules, because they need more flexibility, and so on and so on. Going with the first reason, which is students will be able to go on their own pace, an article from called Online Education talks about how it helps the student to go on their own pace, helps them improve their time management skills, helps them to get the flexibility that they need if they work so many hours so that they can't make it to their class because of certain issues. It also goes about how it brings out the best of them, pretty much the same thing, flexibility, and so on. The second article is called Online College. Pretty much goes on saying it's a great way for education if those people who usually have problems with their cars or that they won't make it in time for class and not have to worry about like asking a neighbor or just classmates saying can't copy your notes. They could just email the teacher saying hey I can't do this, or they could just go to their online class on the internet and copy the notes from there. They don't have to worry about getting behind. It also goes on about how it brings out the time management skill again. With that point, the slide's not working, so I just read out 3 points. 46 of the students will join online classes because of flexibility. 43 will be of self-learning because they want to go on their own pace and not worry about getting left behind or going too far ahead. I just put 3 points. With the second reason, or second point of my stance, is because it will drive to success. One of the articles, Online Education, talks about how it brings the best of students. It brings out their individualism so that they could be more individual and more not depend on others when they need it. They could depend on themselves and thrive. It talks about how if they need help, they could just email the teacher. The teacher will email them back right away and give them points, and they'll allow them to achieve more in the class rather than not try at all. Another article, webpage called 10 Advantages of Taking Online Classes, which talks about 10 advantages of taking it. One of the points that really caught my attention was it improves your technical skills, which is pretty much computer work, phone calls, emails, etc., which it actually is important to have in this career of age, since most of the careers require you to know how to use a computer, how to use Word, documents, and how to answer phone calls, and pretty much any technology will really improve your chances of getting that career that you really need. It also talks about how it brings out your ambitiousness, which is those people who are successful to succeed. The third point of my stance is household complex schedules, which on article Online College talks about how this is very useful to get that skill that you really need for time management. This is helpful for those people who have kids and don't have time to go to class because their kids need like 24/7 watch on them and they can't find no one to babysit. They could just, while they're sleeping, they could be on a computer or laptop, whichever they have, and take that online class during the time when they're sleeping when they have the chance to do it. It talks about how it improves the time management, very much like what I was saying. And another article called Online Education. It's the biggest reason why most students will enroll because of the flexibility, time management, and so on. To sum it up, I try to convince you that online education is just as effective as traditional instructions because it allows you to go on your own pace and helps you thrive to success, and you get a lot more flexibility and helps you time manage your life. Now, I'm not really, well, I am speaking to you guys to say, to take online classes, but since you already are, I'm talking, look out for your friends, family members who want to continue their education, but you know, they're making excuses like saying, I have too much stuff to do, of their common schedule. Talk to them, tell them online classes are there for this specific reason. You could tell them to talk to like a counselor or an advisor that you know very well, and they could give you the options of like blended classes or fully online courses to help them get their education they need and get their degree. Before I end it, there's this quote that really sums up online courses. It pretty much says, online courses and tools are like children. They're the newest and rowdiest, but they also have the chance to improve and expand the deep need learning for the students. Thank you.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5,
6,
7,
8,
9, 10.